Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and welcome to my channel, Cherished Memories Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to make these granny squares. It was the first day of autumn a couple of days ago, and that put me in the mood to come up with something that looked kind of like autumn. And I came up with these. I've got different colors of browns in them. And this one where I did the middle, that brown color, I did the border with it. And this one the same thing. I finished it off with a border the same in the middle, and I used a different brown, a lighter brown in the middle part. And this one here I did a little bit different. With the middle brown, I did the big part also with that, and then the border I did with an off-white. And I don't know which one I like the best, but I'm making a couch throw with these, and I thought I'd get on here and show you guys how to make them. So I'll set these aside, and I'm using a 6mm hook, and each granny square is about 7.5 inches wide. And let's see, okay. First off, we're going to make a slip knot. We're going to chain 3. Now we're going to just slip stitch right in that first loop we did. Just like that. Now we're going to chain 3. This acts as our first double crochet. And now we're going to go right in the center of that, and we're going to make 11 more double crochets. So there's 2. I seem to be all fingers today. Okay, there's 3, and go ahead and continue that until you have 12 double crochets, and the 3 chains counts as your first double crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of the circle. Okay, I've got my 12 double crochets. Now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. Just like that. We're going to chain 1, pull our yarn, and there we go. So let me go ahead and cut this off. Since we yarned over it, I don't have to tie it or anything. Okay, so now we're going to get our white yarn. We're going to tie on anywhere. Doesn't matter. And we're going to do triple double crochet clusters. We're going to insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now we're going to chain 4. Okay, so now we're going to yarn over twice. Go back in that same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2. So now we've got 2 triple double crochets. Now we're going to yarn over twice again, go in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2. So now we've got 3 loops on our hook and 3 triple double crochets. We need 1 more. Yarn over twice, back in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2. Now we've got 4 loops on our hook, and we've got 4 triple double crochets. Now we're going to yarn over and go through all 4. Just like that. Now we're going to chain 3. We're going to yarn over twice. Insert your hook in the very next stitch there. You're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first two, yarn over, go through the second two. Now yarn over twice, insert your hook back in that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first two, yarn over, go through the second two. Yarn over twice, back in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first two, yarn over, go through the second two. We've only got 3, so we need 1 more. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first two, yarn over, go through the second two. So there's our 4, and there you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Whereas the very first one we only had 4. That's because it worked out that way because we chained 4 for the first one. So from now on you're going to have 3 loops on your hook, and we're going to yarn over and go through all 5 of those. Chain 3 again, yarn over twice, go in the very next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2, yarn over twice, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over twice, and just keep doing this until you have 4 triple double crochets. You've got 3, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, go through the second 2. So now we've got our 4 and we've got our 5 loops on our hook. Yarn over and go through all of them. And don't forget to do your chain 3 between them. Continue that until you have a total of 12 petals, and I'll meet you at the end of the circle. Okay, I've got my 12 petals. So now we're going to do our chain 3. And we're going to go over here, and here's our chain 4. We're going to go over to the next stitch on top of our second triple double crochet and slip stitch into that. It just looks much better instead of going in the top of the chain 4. Now chain 1, pull your yarn and cut off. I had already cut off my yarn, so this is what it should look like so far. So now we're going to get our green, and you can attach it in any of the 3 chain space that you want. We're going to tie it on. Insert your hook, pull up a loop. We're going to chain 1 and then another. So that's 2 chains, and that's going to count as our first half double crochet. Now we're going to do another half double crochet. And another one. That's 3. Now we're going to chain 2. And this is our first corner. So now we're going to make 3 more half double crochets. Just like that. So that's our first corner. We're going to go over to the next chain 3 space, and we're going to do 3 half doubles. And the next chain 3 space, we're going to do 3 more half doubles. And the next one will be our corner. So we're going to do 3 half doubles. chain 2, and 3 more half doubles. So continue that same pattern for the rest of the round. You have your corner here, 3 half double crochets, chain 2, 3 more half double crochets, and in the next 2 chain 3 spaces you're going to do 3 half double crochets, and then you're going to do your next corner. And continue that, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm at the end of my row. So now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 2, just like that. Now chain 1, pull your yarn. Now we're going to cut it. Just pull your yarn through. Okay, so now we're ready for our brown. So I'm making this one here. So I'm going to, instead of using this color that I started with, the brown, I'm not going to use that as the border. I'm just going to use the off-white, and I'm going to use the color I used here for the biggest part here of the brown. Okay, so now we're going to attach in any corner. Tie your yarn on, just like that. Insert your hook, pull up a loop. I always like to yarn over my yarn so I don't have to weave as much in at the end. So now we're going to chain 3. And now we're going to do 2 more double crochets. Now we're going to chain 2. And on that same corner, we're going to do 3 more double crochets. I'm working with a brand new hook today, and I shouldn't have done that. So I'm having a little bit of trouble. It doesn't glide through as easily. Okay, so there's 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 more double crochets. And we're going to skip over to our next space, and we're going to do 3 double crochets. And we're going to continue and do 3 double crochets in each space across till we get to our corner. This is our last space. Now we're ready to do our second corner. Chain 2 and 3 more half double crochets, or double crochets, I'm sorry. So you're going to have, in your corners, you're going to have 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 more double crochets, and then 3 double crochets in each space across. And then here's your next corner, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 more double crochets, and can continue that until you get to the end of your round, and I'll meet you there. Okay, I'm at the end of my 4th row, and what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. And now there's 2 ways you can do this. You can slip stitch until you get into the next corner, or you can do what I'm about to do. Chain 3. And then when we come back around, we're going to do 2 more double crochets in that same space. So I've chained 3. Now I'm going to just skip right over here to the corner and work that corner. Do 3 double crochets. chain 2, and 3 more double crochets. So just continue just like you did row 4. Just the same, you're going to do 3 double crochets in each space, and then when you get to your corners, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. And I will meet you right here, and I'll show you how to finish off this 3 double crochet space. Okay, I'm at the end of row 5. And now I'm back to where we started the row, and there's our chain 3 that we did. So I'm going to go in that same space and just do 2 more double crochets. Just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a slip stitch in the very top of that chain 3. Just like that. And now we're going to chain 1. You can go ahead and continue if you want to do your next row in the same color, but I'm going to go ahead and chain 1 and cut off and use the off-white. So you can mix or match colors just any way you want. I just really like these colors for fall. And I will put the colors that I used in the description box. Okay, so just choose any corner. We're going to attach our yarn. And we're going to pull up a loop. We're going to chain 2. That acts as our first half double crochet. Now we're going to do 2 more half double crochets. Now we're going to chain 2. Got some linen there. Okay. Now we're going to do 3 more half double crochets in the same corner. I'm struggling with this new hook. Oh, goodness. Okay. There's 2. And there's 3. So you've got 3 half double crochets, a chain 2, and 3 more half double crochets. Now in each space across, we're going to do 3 half double crochets in each space until you get to your next corner. And when you get to your next corner, you're going to do 3 half double crochets in each space till you get to your next corner, then 3 half double crochets, 2 chains, and 3 more half double crochets. And continue that until you get to the end of your round, and I'll meet you there. Okay, I'm at the end of my row. So we're going to slip stitch into the very top of that chain 2. Going to chain 1, pull our yarn, cut it, pull our yarn through, and you're done with your granny square. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial today, and I want to thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so you don't miss any of my future videos. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.